Kerry seeks EU support in Syria after G20 split. Vertical bracket news, Middle East vertical bracket The Daily Star. Mobile vertical bracket About Us vertical bracket Photos vertical bracket Videos vertical bracket Subscriptions vertical bracket RSS feeds vertical bracket Today's paper vertical bracket Classifieds vertical bracket Contact us sign in vertical bracket Register. Advanced search. Saturday, 07 September 2013. 6:08 p.m. Beirut time. Weather. Beirut. 29 degrees sign C. Blom index. Blom 1129.8. News, business, opinion, sports, culture, technology, entertainment. Lebanon news vertical bracket Middle East vertical bracket International vertical bracket Analysis vertical bracket Health vertical bracket Environment vertical bracket Science. Lebanon vertical bracket Middle East vertical bracket International vertical bracket Analysis. Editorial vertical bracket Columnist vertical bracket Commentary. Football vertical bracket Basketball vertical bracket Tennis vertical bracket Athletics vertical bracket Motorsports vertical bracket MA vertical bracket Other sports vertical bracket Boxing vertical bracket Golf. Art vertical bracket Lifestyles vertical bracket Film vertical bracket Books vertical bracket Music vertical bracket Travel tourism vertical bracket Performance. International. Celebrities vertical bracket Movies vertical bracket Sudoku vertical bracket STR8TS. Middle East. Kerry seeks EU support in Syria after G20 split. September 7, 2013 10:29 a.m. Last updated September 7, 2013 2:03 p.m. By Claire Rosenberg. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is welcomed by European Union High Representative for Foreign and Security Policy Catherine Ashton, ahead of an informal meeting of Ministers for Foreign Affairs, Gymnich, in the Palace of the Grand Dukes of Lithuania in Vilnius on September 7, 2013. Aft photo, Thomas Luxis. Vilnius, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry in Saturday sought to muster European Union support for military strikes against Syria, after a G20 summit failed to resolve bitter international divisions in the issue. Kerry went into informal talks with the EU's 28 foreign ministers in Lithuania, which currently holds the EU's rotating chair, with the bloc itself sharply split in Syria and most nations highly reticent over military action. Washington's top diplomat pressed the case for punitive action against Syria after what the United States says was a chemical weapons attack by the regime of President Bashar al-Assad near Damascus. A State Department official said Kerry expected a fairly detailed discussion about our thinking but noted that there are divisions within the EU about what is the exact sequencing of the need for an international response. EU diplomats reported intense negotiations taking place to seek a consensus in Syria, with France and Denmark supportive of the US-led strike but Germany, Sweden and others refusing to endorse action without a UN mandate or a debate within a UN framework. The talks take place after US President Barack Obama and Russian leader Vladimir Putin failed to bridge their differences at the G20 summit of top global powers in St. Petersburg. Just over half of the G20 states signed up to a statement calling for a strong response to last month's alleged chemical attack. France, the only EU nation to have offered to take part in an attack, was one of 4 European states, with Britain, Italy and Spain among the 11 nations that signed the statement. It called for a response that would send a clear message that this kind of atrocity can never be repeated. It did not specify military action, and European diplomats said the language remained vague. But while Obama said the world could not stand idly by, Putin warned it would be outside the law to attack without the UN's blessing. Putin also said Russia would help Syria if the US were to strike, pointing to existing military, economic and humanitarian cooperation. Washington is evacuating non-essential embassy staff from Beirut and urging Americans to avoid all travel to Lebanon and southern Turkey. As well as the stubborn international differences, the